Hi, I have an addition to the family. This is Harmonia, or Harmonia. She is probably about 2 months? No. Born the 30th of July. So, you do the math. I don't do math. She's very annoyed with me because I just put her little collar on. But she gets a little purple collar with little suns and moons, and it's got a bell, and it's got a little moon charm, and she's very not happy with it, but she'll get over it. Talia is taking it fairly well, honestly. There you go, a little bit. They actually just had dinner next to each other because Kitten has kitten food, and Talia, the whole reason I got the kitten was so that Talia would get some more exercise, not so she could eat the high-calorie kitten food. She's figuring it out, though. Other than that, I have progress, but nothing finished. I did quite a bit of sewing previously on my bag that I'm making. I'm going to have to take out the top and the zipper because silly me, I thought I was going to hand stitch the lining in, and frankly, no. I did like 3 stitches by hand, and they were miserable and terrible because it was in the farthest point of the bag and I couldn't see it. I couldn't really tell where I was sewing. So I'm just going to take out the top center stitch and the zipper and sew it on the machine as soon as I get my sewing table cleared off. But once I get that cleared off, I should start be able to do some live feeds, live videos showing some of my crafting stuff. But I also have the sweater I've been working on. This is actually the back. It looks a little darker than it actually is, but there's only so much I can do about lighting. Let's see. Oh, that's a little bit more accurate of a color. And no, I'm not going to use filters to fix it. That's one of the few things is I don't use filters. I also don't edit. I'm not in it for the editing. I'm in it for the fun. And to me, that's just not fun. But I do have the front finish, and I still have the yarn attached just in case I have to go back and make adjustments. But this is the front, and I've got it on the cable. So I'm really happy with how this has turned out. I cannot wait to sew it together. And then on my sock yarn blanket, I have, that one can come out. This much done. I've been keeping it in the car so I can kind of work on it when I'm sitting and waiting for class to start twice a week because I have in-person classes. But this is how much I have done. This is everything that was knit on it previously. This is everything I ripped out. In addition to that, I found the yarn that I was missing that I knew I had to add onto it. So that will go in. And then, because I couldn't find that, I made another ball of the next bit of yarn. So it's got quite a bit to go. I always knew that this was going to be like a forever project. I didn't really think about that whenever I ripped it all. Well, I kind of did when I ripped it all out. It was frustrating. But I ripped all that out. Now I need to rip out part of my bag. But in the long run, it's going to be better. It's going to be so much better. And I've also been thinking about how I want to do with my stash. And yeah, I want to use up the yarn in my stash. But also, I want to start working on my Ravelry queue because I have over 600 saved patterns to make. That's a lot for me. But I want to actually start going through. And I have some of the yarn in my stash, so I can use up the yarn and take down my queue a little bit. In other cases, I want to buy the yarn and make the thing and start working through it that way. So it's a little bit of a 2-in-1 kind of thing, and I think it's gonna be awesome. And she is playing under my feet. We spent Sunday all curled up napping for like 3 hours, which my body appreciated. She's very feisty though. And before we go, here's another look at, oh, I don't know if you can hear the purrs. There's so much purr. How you feel? She yells at me in the mornings and when I get home because she wants to be fed, and at night when she wants to play or wants attention. Down you go. She's adorable though. Talia is also adorable and very grumpy, but getting over it. Anyhow, that's what I have for this week. I'm sorry I missed last week. October sucked for me. Too much energy. Too close to the spirit world. Anyhow, I hope you have a fantastic whatever it is, wherever you're at. And thanks for stopping by.